Hello everyone, it's Blaze and today I got something cool to show you. These are three Alps from Malifaux, from core box of Dreamer, of this beautiful guy. The Dreamer himself is still awaiting for idea for a color scheme and as well his little dog or something. These two guys are already done. Now it's time for these three. These are three Alps, and what I'm trying to do in here, what I'm going to try to do today, I'll try to keep it simple. So I'm gonna keep them in white, which is a bit unorthodox because many people they just go for very dark, like black, brown. Sometimes they go for like a purple. What I've seen on internet, people got plenty of good ideas for those. What I decided to do to go totally the other way. So first things first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint these rags or clothes or something like that. I don't know exactly how to say it. It's these are like rags, like ripped off clothes and stuff like this. I'm gonna paint in those three in three different colors so I can distinguish them by color. Then all those horns, teeth and everything else that is like bony, I'm gonna paint with like a bone color. So for example, this one is jack bone. Maybe this, maybe something darker. We'll see. And once I got color clothes, I got all those horns and everything done. Then I will just put black wash on it. I'm gonna take white or maybe gray highlights everywhere on the top, and at the last thing I'm gonna do nice OSL effect for glowy eyes, and that will be it. I hope the effect gonna be nice and different. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so the phase one is done. As you can see, their rugs or clothes or however you want to call it is all painted. It took a few minutes on each model because some of those rugs, as you can see here, a bit tiered here and there, so I just wanted to paint it nicely. Most of it is going to be covered with wash anyway, so I tried not to be too detailed about that, but still it's better to do a good job once and then move on to the next step. So as you can see, each color in here is represented on the back. And now it's time to move on to jackbone and paint those horns and teeth and everything else. Alright, so horns are done. Horns, teeth and all that stuff is done. Another few minutes per model. Not too bad. Not too bad. And not too bad. So, time to go to black wash. Wash them all to make them look nice, dirty and scary. And after that we're gonna do gray and white highlights, and that will be almost the end of the work actually on those three models. Dum dum dum. As you can see, the wash is applied, is drying. Next thing is going to be highlights. Probably gonna go with dry brush. Maybe some fine details I will pick with my normal technique with just simple brush, like edge highlights or something like that, so we will see. So time for gray and white, and I hope it's gonna turn out to be absolutely amazing. Highlights with dry brush are done. I use mostly white with some spaces to be a little bit grayish. So now I'm gonna do OSL effect around eyes to make it like a glowy eyes. For that I'm going to use white undercoat with gory red around it. I'm gonna make glaze from red and just gonna apply it around eyes, maybe with some OSL effects in, for example, areas that are like close to ice, like for example this hand and so on. We'll see how it's gonna turn out. I'm gonna be back in a few seconds. And our glowy effect is done. Let me quickly focus on that one. It's not extremely well done, but from few feet away when I'm gonna be playing it on the tabletop, it's gonna look just fine. And as you can see, I went for like a bigger effect. Like their eyes are not that big, but I really like this type of Venom look, like a Marvel Venom with its big eye. So I just decided, oh, like screw it, let's do that. And I really like the effect. It's not extremely detailed, but I like how it presents itself. Like especially on the background of a whiter miniature. So I really like it. It's like a good contrast to the rest of the miniature, so I like it. Now the only thing left to do is base, and base I'm gonna try to make it look the same like on other miniatures from this crew. It's like a dirty, swampy thing, and with some bushes and all that stuff just to match the other miniatures. So let's get to it. And we're all done. As you can see, the bases are painted. I added some bushes just like with other models, so they're gonna fit the rest of the crew. And must say that this little project wasn't like a lot. It took me a few days honestly to finish because other ways got in the way. But I'd say that per one model it took me like give or take like half an hour, 40 minutes to paint it all up with all standard techniques. The base color was white. Rags or clothes I painted in 3 different colors. Then basically just wash all over it, then pick highlights with dry brush and bases and all that stuff. Like if I'm gonna add time for drying, because sometimes washes and varnishes and all that stuff is drying quite a long time, then I would say that basically it takes, oh, give or take around hour and 20 minutes per model. So I'd say that like 3 models like that for Malifaux is just one evening of work. So yeah, ain't too bad, ain't too bad. I'm really happy about that. And just it's my first try of, let's say, speed painting. It wasn't like real speed painting, but to be honest, it is kind of a speed painting when you do not try to pick all little fine details and stuff. Just try to go for like the most important parts, because these are just like minions. These are like minion models, so they do not need a lot of love. They still look great as such, and you know, the only fancy thing I did is just like little OSL model on ice, and it's still not great. I still needed to learn a lot about OSL and other advanced techniques, but still it does not look half bad, especially when I'm gonna be playing with these and, you know, I'm gonna watch them mostly from a few feet away. Then all of that won't matter that much. And I'm super happy that they turn out. They look quite good, and they look good with other models from that crew. So the last one left is the Dreamer himself, and I'm still thinking about how to paint him. We'll see, we'll see. Just remember, guys, that well, honestly, speed painting or anything like that, it's not anything that gonna make you feel like you're lazy or you don't want to do stuff. I really wanted to paint those 3 models, but it's about being smart as well. Like you appreciate your time, so you don't want to spend like a week painting one miniature because you got other projects coming up. So you just want to make something simple but still very effective. You know, like with washes and dry brushing, everything looks quite okay. So, you know, I'm super happy that I finished those, and gonna be back with more videos in the future. I hope that you like it, and well, see you next time.